Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video, we've got a Sony a7R5. Now this camera is awesome because it shoots 4K, 8K in some phenomenal 61 megapixel. So I still haven't tried this out yet, except for just the sample shots I shot, while unboxing this thing. Still a lot to learn, still a lot to, put on this thing, and there's a long way to go with everything pretty much. So first thing first, you do need SD cards to shoot, right? So, to store your files. So that's a very important part of, purchasing a camera. Now we got the camera, we got the lens, ND filter and things like that. Now, before we even, start shooting, we need to store the files. So we've got options here actually. So here is the, slot for the SD cards. Now, as you can see, we have two, and the reason why we have two is because this thing takes a lot of space out of the SD card, and you could fill up the card very fast. So it's a really good thing that they actually included two spots, because not only we can go out and shoot for a long time, and also if something goes wrong with one, we also have a backup. So it's pretty cool, and I'm actually gonna use these two in two different occasions. So first thing first, let me actually show you guys the types you can put on this. So it's not just like you can put one type of card. We've got options here. So we have the CF Express type A, or we can put a full-size SD card in this, which says on the door here. So can't really miss that, but I didn't have the camera when I was ordering this, so I had to look that up. But this is the first one that I got. This is something I got today. Now while this looks like a regular SD card, but this is actually a little bit different, and it's actually a little bit more expensive as well. So usually when we buy SD cards, they are like V30 most of the time, for things that we buy for regular cameras like GoPros and things like that. This one is a V90, as you can see right on top. Now this V90 is going to allow us to have a bigger read speed and a bigger write speed. So let me just read it to you guys. 4K 8K videos, so we can shoot 8K safely with this card. And then we can also do this is a V90, as I said, class 3. Now this one is Sandisk Extreme Pro SDXC UHS2 card. This one is 128 gigabyte, this one particularly, and the speed goes 300 for the read speed and 260 megabyte per second for the write speed. Now, as you can see, the card size is full, and this is not a micro SD card, so I won't be able to use it in my other camera. So the reason why I got it like this is, for a good reason, because I want to keep it on this camera. So, that's why I got a full size here, and this thing looks pretty good, and it's very expensive, but I really hope that it is worth it. Now, there's another one that I'm actually purchasing, which is coming in the mail. That will have its own separate video, but I just want to go over it real quick so you guys actually see the option that we actually have. Now this is what it looks like on the Amazon listing. Now this is actually a Lexer Professional, 80 gigabyte only, right? 80 gigabyte. But this one does have the read speed of 900 megabit per second. And I think like it's around like 800 megabit per second for the write speed, somewhere around that actually, 7 to 800, somewhere like that. But they didn't write it on the title. But this one, it just says it shoots 4K, 8K and things like that. So this one is the higher end card, and this one is going to be the CF Express Type A. Now this is actually going to be the main SD card that I shoot from, because this will transfer data faster, and it'll let me shoot nicely without any sort of issues. Now this 80 gigabyte here was on sale for $124.95. Regular prices go like 180, and then if you get it from like the Sony brand, that is like really expensive. So I found, a good one, and Lexer, I heard good things about them, but I've never used one myself. So here we go. We'll find out, I guess. And then I also had to get a reader for this because I never even, I don't have this card at all. So I've never used this type of card, so I had to get a separate reader, which was like $55 on its own. But that one is from Lexer, so I guess we'll have the best compatibility here, hopefully. So fingers crossed on that. Let's actually go ahead and open this up, and we're actually gonna use this up until that shows up. Right now, this one is obviously like 3 times less the speed, but this one does shoot 8K and 4K, so we should be able to use this normally, like we would with that one. This one just might be a little bit slower, right? Obviously 3 times slower is a significant speed drop, but this is like the best I've gotten so far, so I'm probably not even gonna complain. So let's actually go ahead and open this up, and I'll show you guys how to put this on. So here we are. I got this from Best Buy actually. I'll leave the link on the description for Amazon and Best Buy, so you guys can see that. I just had a curbside pickup, so there goes that. I like Best Buy in that sense, they if you just want something, you just get it right away, right? Just hop up, stand on the curbside, and they'll just give it to you. Here we go. We have a plastic case with this thing, so you can use this in the future to store an SD card nicely. Now here we have our card. Now this is what I used to use all the time, right? For my first ever camera, which is this one here. This is actually from Sony too. I just realized that obviously I knew this was a Sony, but I just realized that I got another Sony. I'm very happy with this camera, by the way, so I guess we'll see what goes on with this one. So as you can see, this one actually has a little bit different back here than the regular SD cards. This just has a little bit more connection, I guess, more contact points for the speed. I don't really have a regular one here that I could show you, but this usually it's like one line on top, but this one got 2, so pretty cool. Let's actually turn this in, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm just gonna put this on slot 1 for now, but this will be on slot 2 because this will be my secondary SD card. So here we go, and I guess we're ready to shoot. So let's see how this goes. Now let's turn this on and move the lens cover here. Here we go. Let's take a video. Here we are. We're taking a video on the new SD card, and we're gonna see how this goes. Now we do have 4 hours and 30 minutes of video here. I'm seeing a XVAC SHD 60p. Is that a 50? Yep. And then 4x2x0 8-bit. Yeah, I have no idea about the settings right now, so this is what it looks like. Hi guys, pretty cool. Let me show you guys the ND filter as we're at it, while we're at it. So yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah, you just play with it, and then yeah, there you go. This is all the way open, I'm guessing, and then we can just like turn this down. I don't really know how this works, but I guess you just have to play with it. See how it gets darker, so you could you adjust that brightness and things like that. So yeah, cool. So that was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.